Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H Evening News Program for Monday, October 23rd, 2017. And just to let all of you people out there know, the Jets are on a roll. They've lost two in a row. Camera people Hannah and Devin. Video engineer and producer Edward. Sound engineer, Edward. Teleprompter and prompter, Myra. News anchor, Nick. Meteorologist, Daniel. And this is news director, the sad coach of the New York Jets. And now, the news.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DCTV 4-H Evening News and Weather Program. Help keep our kids' news show on air by becoming a sponsor. To buy sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. This story is from the Cortez Journal. Pine beetle poses threat to southwest Colorado forests. The forests of southwest Colorado may be facing yet another new and highly destructive threat, the pine beetle. Over the past 2 decades, more than 120,000 acres of Winnemucca Wilderness, Colorado's largest designated wilderness area at 488,210 acres, have fallen prey to the destructive spruce beetle. In its wake, the spruce beetle has left vast areas of dead trees, most visible over Wolf Creek Pass. However, the spruce beetle is for the most part targets only Engelmann spruce at elevations of above about 9,000 feet. The pine beetle, on the other hand, is another destructive force all in its own. From 1996 to 2016, the pine beetle ripped through more than 3.4 million acres of Colorado forest at about 14%. According to the Colorado State Forest Service, by far the state's largest infestation. However, the majority of the forests affected by the pine beetles were in northern areas of the state. Southwest Colorado, for the most part, has been relatively unaffected by Colorado's most harmful tree pest. That is until recently. The Forest Service's Fitzgerald said an annual survey in an area by Vallecito Lake, northwest of Durango, found that a number of ponderosa pine trees appeared dead because of the beetle killing. We did what we could do to remove the population there, but it made me concerned the beetles may be increasing up there. She said, "We just haven't seen too much pine beetles on the Columbine District. Columbine District. Upon further inspection, it turned out there were 3 subspecies of bark beetle that appeared responsible for the kill-off." This following story is from the Denver Post. Colorado Attorney General Office wants a federal judge to dismiss a lawsuit filed by the federal judge to dismiss a lawsuit filed by an environmental group and 5 of its members who want to be declared the Colorado River ecosystem a person and represent its interest in court. The Attorney General Office wrote to the U.S. District Court in Denver that the Deep Green Resistance and its members do not have jurisdiction to sue the state and federal court under the 11th Amendment, do not have standing in the case due to the lack of specific injury, and do not state a claim upon which relief can be granted. The Attorney General's office said the question of whether the ecosystem should have the same rights as people and who should be allowed to assert those rights in federal courts are matters reserved to Congress by the Constitution. The September 25th civil action from the Deep Green Resistance asks that the court declared that the Colorado River ecosystem is a person capable of possessing rights, including the rights to exist, flourish, regenerate, and naturally evolve. When these folks read the laws and definitions of words, do they understand how they read? How about making all the national parks people too? Maybe we people should be declared people. This story is from the Durango Herald. Cortez named one of the most beautiful places. In an article on flights.com, Cortez was named one of the 10 most beautiful places you have to see in person. The article highlights Canyons of the Ancients National Monument as the Cortez must-see place. With Mesa Verde National Park to the south and the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument to the west, Cortez is definitely running in the most beautiful U.S. cities. Travel writer Cullen M. Adamson wrote in the article. In an email, Adamson told the journal that she tried to highlight places that couldn't be experienced in full by just seeing them online. We had two main criterias. You'd be surprised how difficult it was to make the cut. Anderson wrote, firstly, you would be missing a huge part of what makes each place without going there in person and listening to birdsong, ducking into ancient structures, or feeling the refreshing mist on your face, etiquette. And secondly, we wanted to feature some of America's hidden gems where you can really appreciate their beauty without the crowds. Edmondson said that Cortez stood out to her after visiting Mesa Verde National Park with her parents as a child and couldn't pass up the opportunity to share her personal special experience. I remember visiting Mesa Verde National Park as a child on my family vacation. Emerson wrote, that was over 20 years ago, and I still remember how awesome I thought the ancient stone dwellings were. Now here are dumb laws. Dumb laws in California cities. In Portaloa, one may not allow his or her dog to chase a squirrel in the summer. It's illegal to fish from nowhere past in the city. No person may carry fish into a bar. And Prundale, two bathtubs may not be installed in the same house. And Redlands, motor vehicles may not drive on city streets unless a man with a lantern is walking ahead of it. In Redwood City, it's illegal to have a monkey or a reptile. In San Diego, it's illegal to shoot jackrabbits from the back of a streetcar. Owners of houses with Christmas lights on them past February 2nd may be fined up to $250. San Francisco prohibits elephants from strolling down Market Street unless they are on a leash. Persons classified as ugly may not walk down a street. It's illegal to pile horse manure more than 6 feet high on a street corner. That must be an old one. Now here is Daniel with the weather.
The current temperature is 69 degrees. The high for today was 71 degrees, and the low was 42 degrees. Winds have been between 1 and 9 miles per hour from the northeast. The gusts have been up to 25 miles per hour. The barometer is at 30.21 inches and is popping. The humidity is at 21%. There's been no hundreds of inches of moisture measured today with the DCT weather station. Moisture for the month is 0 hundredths of an inch. Moisture for the year is 7.90 inches. In the northwest, not a big map. In the northwest, Washington, we find snow mixed with rain. There is another area of rain mixed with snow on the Colorado-Wyoming border. The rest of the Pacific Northwest and West is clear and sunny. From Minnesota through Alabama and to the Atlantic coast, there is rain. From Virginia through South Carolina, there is possibility of severe thunderstorms. Now, here is your exclusive DCTV 5-day forecast. Tuesday, sunny, high 65, low 35. Wednesday, sunny, high 64, low 36. Thursday, sunny, high 65, low 36. Friday, mostly sunny, high 64, low 32. Saturday, mostly sunny, high 57, low 30. Now for our climate change CO2 report. Carbon dioxide is one of the principal causes of climate change, and it is important they report the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures. The following are the CO2 numbers in parts per million for the week of October 15th. This week, 403.97. Last week, 403.42. 1 year ago, 401.65. 10 years ago, 381.10. 50 years ago, 319.31. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tanz of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration and Michael McGee of the CO2 Earth website for this information. Remember, you can help keep our kids' news show on the air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-419. Thank you. Now back to Understood.
that's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is the news director, the coach of the Jets, who is extremely sad about how terrible that team is playing, saying good night and thank you for watching.